full evening of prizes and excitement, all presented by McDonald's of Longview, Woodland. They're shot by their booth on the third base concourse. You'll find games, giveaways, and plenty of fun prizes tonight, including a raffle for a special McDonald's themed prize valued at over $50. So get over there and get your name in the raffle.
I saw a lot of the cards that sell to 90 All-Stars.
Oh, yeah. They were pretty good, huh? You want a bottle of water or soda?
Well,
you know where my wagon is?
Yeah. You liking it? Jeremiah?
Yeah, until today. Yeah, he's pretty happy. I told him that you're 4 months out, man. You're not going in and picking up where you left off. That can't happen. I mean, you should.
Not even that, but you just gotta realize reset, right? It's not a big deal.
Well, exactly. It doesn't matter even what he does. He's got to get back into game. It's really cool. But throwing bats and going nuts, another problem now you have to get over. You're not thinking clearly to make adjustments. I have to widen out, join up, and get the ball in play so your confidence is good.
Which bat is he swinging?
He swung all three. Desperation, you know. Maybe he's done some hitting a little bit. Certain hitting because they were paying, so they must have had to go down there.
Yeah, I told him, I was like, hey man, maybe you break him, if not, whatever.
No. Great pitching.
But I ended up, so the P72, the 33 that he had, that was my, like, that bat, for whatever reason, it was just absolutely sweetest feeling bat ever.
Yeah.
The way he just reached everything, and the barrel was solid. And he hit it in the cage, I was throwing him, and he goes, I see what you mean. I went online and found, they got rid of the P72 model, which was a Derek Jeter, that's what he's selling. And they basically renamed it, since that's what he used his whole career, to DJ2 model. So I ended up finding a couple of those for like on sale, like they're normally $120. They were running $100. So I bought a couple of them.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So when I get one in, I'll do one to Jeremiah and then I'll keep one.
What are we listed now? Still better though. What's our record?
Blackbird fans, make your way down to the merch tent on the third base side. Check out our brand new line of merchandise. Hats and hoodies, we got the gear to show off your Blackbird pride all season long. If you spend $50 or more on a single purchase, you'll receive a free 2025 beer mat. Also, this just in, 20% off on special selected merchandise. Check with Lily, she'll tell you what it is that's 20% off over there today.
You weren't with them. We were pretty good with them.
Yes, I was. I'm not eating it.
Hi.
What's up, Nana?
Campus here.
How you doing, Nana?
Campus here. Close call towards the end, man. We're watching it, we're like, oh.
I know they would have sold that, I was so mad.
Oh. How man they could throw like that just to give it away.
Yeah.
And this Thursday, July 10th, it's a very special night, as it is Talent Community Night. They'll be giving away
Nachos, hot dogs,
here through the gates, souvenir mini bags. Souvenir mini bags on Thursday, July 10th, courtesy of Talent's PUD. Get your tickets today at talentsblackbears.com.
Hot dog? Promise.
They got
single, so I went over there.
I just exited and I got 2 RBIs.
All you need is singles.
I guess the Babe Ruth year,
Dude, I think 10 RBIs.
at a Pell show.
Wow. I've had 15 RBIs in a tournament.
They got disqualified. Some kind of comment they made on Facebook. The whole team got disqualified.
I had the best stats on my team. It was only 2 games. Like, that's not the entire first game.
Usually, every year, up till this time,
I would have done good the first game. We were like, I had like 3 doubles, a single, and 2 walks. I had 2 doubles, a single, and 2 walks. And we went 0-3.
Boy, that drive over there for me, boy, that's
Big Silver on my team. Big
like
Silver.
like 200.
There's a four?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has 6 triples.
Fun.
Oh, I see him now. Let's welcome to our frat boy for the night, Rocky Little from Columbia Heights. Come on out. Give him a wave there, Rocky. Blackbird Active Program is made possible by Fiber Federal Credit Union.
Yeah, barring it. Why does he need purple? So look at that hat. That's tough.
The sound.
Yeah.
That is tough. No, I didn't fight this one.
Isn't he like 21 now?
Madden? No, that's Mason.
Mason got
As it is
drafted to the
almost
Mariners.
family night here at the Ballpark. We're turning out some fun. We've got a full evening of prizes and excitement, all presented by McDonald's of Longview and Woodland. Be sure to stop by their booth on the third base concourse for games to give away and plenty of fun prizes, including a raffle for a special McDonald's themed prize valued at over $50. Head over there right now and get in your name into that raffle.
But you didn't call anyways before. Yeah.
I didn't know. He has been drafted.
I know, but I've seen videos. They do it the pick before, like, so if you were getting drafted to the Mariners, right, and the Orioles had the pick before you, they would call you during the Orioles pick and say, hey, you're going to be a Mariner, man. Or you're going to sit in double A. And be a double A man.
He's still drafted. Who cares?
This time I saw it like a fish.
Yeah.
Is Santa coming today?
Yeah.
Let's see, actually. An hour and a half if you don't get from the
Oh, what?
Where'd you measure the trees on?
These trees.
Shut up. Let's go to sleep.
That might be Evan's speed. Evan would say he probably threw like 70 right there.
Does he always say people don't
Blackbird fans, please be on the lookout for foul balls as they may hit the playing field at any time. Remember to pay attention while you enjoy your time here at David Story Field.
Did you like deflation?
how to lead the ball.
I don't know how to use the ball in the outfield. There's a ball. There's a ball hit 20 feet in front of me and I ran back.
at center field from Washington State University, number 26, Matt Cleese. Batting second, playing left field from Utah Tech, number 19, Finnegan Stewart. Batting third, the designated hitter from USC, number 13, Jet Sable. Batting fourth, the right fielder from Skagit Valley College. He is a 2025 All-Star, number 9, Gavin Hoffenroth. Batting fifth, the third baseman from UC Santa Barbara, number 27, Jeremiah Crane. Batting sixth, the second baseman from Lower Columbia College, number 2, Brayden Oram. Batting seventh, the first baseman from UC Santa Barbara, number 17, Jack Meisner. Batting eighth, the catcher from Northwest Nazarene University, number 5, Walt Williams. Batting ninth, the shortstop from Pacific Lutheran University, number 6, Brayden Lundberg. Starting pitcher tonight for the Black Bears, number 18, from Loyola Marymount University, Matt Champion. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Gentlemen, remove your hats as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem. Please welcome Robert Mumford.
He looks like number 13.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Thank you, Robert Mumford. The fans are ready. The 9 Newcastle All-Stars are ready. And of course, the Black Bears are ready. Let's play ball!
Happy Tuesday, everybody, and welcome back to David Story Field, where we are just about to get set for Game 1 of a 3-game series between the Walla Walla Sweets and the Cowlitz Black Bears. Well, the Black Bears are coming off of a sweep against the Springfield Drifters, their first series win here at home, and their first sweep at home in 2025. They won in convincing fashion in Game 3 by a score of 10-2, their biggest margin of victory so far this season. Ended up scoring 2 runs in the first, second, and fourth, 1 run in the fifth, and 3 in the sixth. And it was able to blow out Springfield behind the backs of a Liam Barrett 2-for-5 game, 3-run homer from Matt Priest, and a 2-for-4 game from Gavin Poffenroth. But it's a brand new series, and the Black Bears are trying to win 4 straight for the first time this season. Let's take a look at the Sweets lineup. It'll be Gunnar Guile leading it off in center field. Landon Young at short batting second. Dominic Cadiz batting third at third. Tanner Kern, the first baseman in the cleanup spot. Owen Estabrook, the DH, batting 5th. Billy Scaldeferi in left field, batting 6th. Nikhil Beasley doing the catching, batting 7th. Andrew Demianu batting 8th in right field. And Troy Sanders, the second baseman, batting 9th. For the Sweets here in Game 1, it'll be Matthew Champion, the starter for the Black Bears today. He has a 4.80 ERA and 15 1/3. This is his 4th start of the season out of his 5 games. His last outing was against Portland back on the 1st, as he threw 3 2/3, gave up 4 runs, 2 earned, 6 hits, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. We are just about to get ready here as Gunnar Guile will step up to the plate. First pitch from Matt Champion is fouled back to the netting for strike 1.
First pitch comes at 6:37 p.m.
6:37, we're a bit late once again, but never hurt nobody, did it? Oh, Gunnar Guile didn't play against Cowlitz. He wasn't here when they were at Borleski Stadium. That'll hit the zone for strike 2. Gunnar Guile is a West Coast League All-Star this season. He's only played 8 games, and he's hitting at .222. Was named an All-Star in the South Division. As he gets a piece of it, fouls it back to the screen, and it's 0-2.
Good start there, Rocky. Keep up the good hustle all night, buddy.
Oh, Guile in his last game back on Sunday went 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. From Tucson, went to Arizona this year, as that one's inside for ball 1. Played 27 games for the Wildcats. Now the 1-2 from Champion is swung on and missed, strike 3. Oh, a great start for Matt Champion. He's already got a swinging strikeout, and that's the first out here in the top of the first. That'll bring up Landon Young, also from a right spot now. Landon Young is committed to Washington for next season. As he flies one into right field, Gavin Poffenroth is out there, and he'll make the grab for out number 2. Let's take a look at the defense for the Black Bears. Finn Stewart's out in left field. Matt Priest is in center. Gavin Poffenroth in right field. Jeremiah Crane at third. Braden Lundberg at short. Braden Oram at second. Jack Meissner at first, with Holt Williams doing the catching for Champion. We have an all Braden middle infield yet again. First pitch now to Dominic Cadiz is going to hit the zone for strike 1. Well, Cadiz did really good against the Black Bears at Borleski. Went 4 for 7, 2 doubles, a home run, and 4 RBIs along with 3 walks. So that's low for ball 1. He is been pretty much playing well all season, hitting at a .404 in his 28th game. 1-1. That is skied. Foul off to the left. That's going to get way into the parking lot, and it's 1-2. Cadiz from Notre Dame High School played his senior year this season, hit .308, and is committed to UCLA. Champion looking to get a 1-2-3 frame. 1-2 is fouled off, this time to the right, and it stays at 1-2. Cadiz has 13 multi-hit games this season. Doesn't have one in his last 5, but has a hit in his last 3 games. Went 1 for 4 on Sunday against the Pippins. Grounder over to third. It'll be bobbled by Crane, and it'll get into left field. Well, the first runner reaching for the Sweets is going to go on an error at third by Crane. These two teams were tied in errors with 49 coming into this game, but now the Black Bears are up to 50 on the season, which both these teams are top 5 in errors so far this season. Cleanup man is going to be Tanner Kern, another all-star for the Sweets. Didn't play it too great, though, against the Black Bears in Walla Walla. Went 0 for 6, but is hitting .325. So that's outside for ball 1. So runner on first in Cadiz, 1 for 2 on stolen bases so far this season. Getting covered over there at first by Meissner. Throw back to first and not in time. Well, umpires are going to be Jacob Fisher on the bases and Hudson Boucher doing the balls and strikes behind the plate. And, of course, as usual in the West Coast League, they'll be switching off for game 2 and 3. 1-0 right down the middle for strike one. Tanner Kern is still in the transfer portal. He was in the transfer portal when we last played them in Borleski Stadium and is still there after playing his freshman year at Sac State. Champions 1-1. Swung on and missed and caught Kern off guard. It's 1-2. Kern against Yakima Valley in their last series. Didn't play on Sunday, but on Friday and Saturday went 2 for 6. Now the 1-2. Fouled back. Well, this offense is doing a good job at trying to fight in these at-bats, getting pieces of it, trying to stay for one more pitch, and up in the pitch count for Champion. Usually the Tuesday starter for the Black Bears, Bryson Leach, but he started on a Monday last week and pitched 4. 1-2. Fly ball, shallow center. Could be Lundberg calling everyone off, and he will make the grab for out number 3. A solid inning for Matt Champion in his top of the first. Scoreless frame as we head to the bottom half. No score here at David Story Field.
Dick Hanna Toyota is proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bears. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends and watch these talented or two about nice. Dick Hanna has been around for over 75 years, and they're a local family-owned business with a tradition of supporting our community. Dick Hanna Toyota. Believe in nice.
Get ready for another summer of family-friendly fun with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Rally your crew and head down to David Story Field for delicious food and drinks, affordable entertainment, and unforgettable memories. The Black Bears can host your group, business, friends, and youth sports team. Whether you're entertaining clients, treating your employees, or just looking for a fun night out with coworkers, David Story Field is the place to be. Create a summer of great memories with the Black Bears. Book your group outing today at cowlitzblackbears.com.
Well, an error from Jeremiah Crane at third did not stop Matt Champion from throwing a hitless, scoreless top of the first. Take a look at the lineup for the Black Bears, presented by Cowlitz River Dental. Matt Priest leads it off in center field. Finn Stewart in left bats second. Jarrett Sable is the DH, batting third. Gavin Poffenroth in right field, batting fourth. Jeremiah Crane, the third baseman, batting fifth. Braden Oram, the second baseman, batting sixth. Jack Meissner bats seventh at first. Holt Williams doing the catching, batting eighth. And Braden Lundberg in his usual 9 spot at shortstop. Facing off against Isaac Hollum, who has played against Cowlitz before, back on the 14th. Pitched 3 1/3 scoreless with 2 walks and 3 strikeouts. So pitched well against this Cowlitz squad, but they're on a bit of a high offensively. Scored 10 runs for the second time this season on Sunday. So that one's inside for ball 1. 1-0. Swung on and missed by Priest, and it's 1-1. Well, Matt Priest hit a 3-run pinch hit home run on Sunday. Gave the Bears a 10-2 lead, and that's the score that ended up finishing with Black Bears getting their 10th win of the season. And their 3rd win of the second half. They're now 3-1. Breaking ball, that's Priest to swing and miss for strike 2. Hollum has a fastball, curveball, sinker, changeup, slider, sweeper. A lot of pitches. But he mostly throws the fastball around 71% of the time. 1-2 curve is gonna miss high for ball 2. 65% strike percentage for Hollum in his fastball. And this goes 89 to 90. And Stewart on deck, 2-2. Outside, full count. 3-2 to Priest. Well, Priest has walked 6 times this season. Has a hit in 3 of his last 5, has a walk in 2 of his last 5. First game against Springfield, he took the walk. 3-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. The heater for Hallam gets Priest to swing and miss, and that's the first strikeout of the day for Hallam. That'll bring up Finnegan Stewart. Well, Finn Stewart had a pretty good series against Springfield. Went 3 for 5 on Friday, 1 for 3, had a 2 RBI double, and drove in 2 more on Sunday, upping his Cowlitz Black Bear leading total to 19. In the dirt for ball 1 as it gets past the catcher, Nikhil Beasley. Here's the 1-0. Ripped over to short. It'll be scooped up there. Throw on to first is in time for out number 2. Now 2 outs. That'll bring up Jarrett Sable. And Young scooping that one up and throwing it over to first for out number 2. Sable is now up for his first at-bat. Got a hit in all 3 games in the Springfield series. And he's got a hit here, up the middle into center field. Sable on a bit of a good hitting streak now, has a hit in 4 straight, and he's on first. First hit of the game for either squad, and Sable reaches. That will bring up Gavin Poffenroth. Congrats, a big congrats to Mr. Poffenroth for being announced as the only Cowlitz Black Bears All-Star for this season. He's going to be heading up to Bellingham on the 16th to play in the West Coast League All-Star game. A big congrats to him. As that one is low and away for ball 1. Sable on first. He is not attempted to steal yet this season. So, 346, 28 hits in 25 games for Poff. Got him in the West Coast League All-Star game. Now the 1-0 from Hallam. Another one outside and low. It's 2-0. The Black Bears are wearing the all-cream unis for the 4th straight game. They won the first 3. Why not just keep it? It's good. Might be good luck. If they win today, they might never take them off. 2-0. Fouled away. It's 2-1. If they win today, you might just have to throw away the other 4 jerseys we have. Just keep wearing the cream, even on the road. Never worn the cream unis on the road, but might have to starting if we keep winning games with them on. Grounder over to third. Cadiz throws across the diamond over to first for out number 3. So Hallam gives up a base hit to Sable, but gets out of it with a scoreless bottom of the first. We're heading to the top of the 2nd. No score here in Longview.
Hey there, everyone. It's me, the voice of summer. And I'm here to talk to you about the Seize the Debit Summer Sweepstakes by Fiber Federal Credit Union. It's good, clean fun in the sun where some lucky member could win bigger than a giant wave off Maui. So roll out the blanket, put some surf tunes on, and use your Fiber debit card to catch your share of our $9,000 plus prize wave. Every time you use your Fiber debit card for a purchase of $5 or more, you'll be entered into our Seize the Debit Summer Sweepstakes. Like the sea, you know, with water and swimsuits. 3 Fiber family members each week will win $100, and 1 member will win the $5,000 grand prize October 1st. Whew, I'm getting dizzy just thinking about all the cha-chaing I can do with that moolah. Visit fibercu.com/sweepstakes for the official rules, and cowabunga if you must. Fiber Federal Credit Union. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union. Odds of winning depend on number of entries received. No purchase necessary to win. Federally insured by NCUA.
Top of the 2nd inning. Matt Champion, a solid first. He'll be facing off against Owen Estabrook, Billy Scaldaferri, and Nikhil Beasley, the top 3 in the top of the 2nd inning. Well, the Sweets took 2 of 3 against the Black Bears back on June 13th through the 15th. And now Black Bears are trying to at least make it so they can tie the series, maybe win it if they sweep, but we'll have to see what happens. First pitch is low for Estabrook. DH spot today. Well, Estabrook went 1 for 3 against Cowlitz back in Walla Walla a few weeks back. Walked once, stole 2 bags, and only played 1 game in that series. Fly ball shallow, foul ground, heading after it 3 guys, and none of them will grab it as it heads out of play. Or Meissner Poffenroth all in the triangle formation trying to get that one, but no one was able to pick it up. Well, Estabrook with Columbia University, sophomore year this season. He had a teammate from Columbia, Lucas Dixon, but he is no longer on the Sweet squad. 1-1 will hit the zone on the fastball for 1-2. Estabrook hitting 289. This is only his 12th game of the season. Has a strikeout 8 times. 4 strikeouts in his last 3 games. As he grounds one over to Lundberg at short, he'll scoop it up, throw it over to first to Meissner for out number 1. That will bring up Billy Scaldaferri, who did pretty well against the Black Bears. He hit a walk-off single in the 10th inning of Game 1 of that series on the 13th of June. Ended up giving the Sweets the 6-5 victory in extras. That was the first extra inning game of the season for the Bears. Fouled back to the netting, and it's 0-1. Not only that, he had a solo home run. Went 3 for 10 in the series. One of his 2 home runs came against the Bears. That is overall hitting at 235. Went 2 for 3 on Sunday, though, in Game 3 of the Pippin series. 0-1 a bit low, and it's 1-1. Well, the Walla Walla Sweets ended up winning the Battle of the Basin series after sweeping the Pippins at their home stadium and taking that series. Swung on and missed, and it's 1-2. Scaldaferri, part of Grand Canyon University this season. Sophomore year, didn't play last year with them in 2024. 1-2. Oh, check swing over to first, and he did go around. Strike 3. Second strikeout for Matt Champion, and that's the second out here in the top of the 2nd inning. I'll bring up Nikhil Beasley, one of the 3 guys who played at Sac State this season. Played his redshirt freshman year with the Hornets in 2025. As a strike down the middle falls, brings Matt Champion down onto the turf. Sometimes you got to sacrifice a lot to throw a strike, and he sacrificed his balance. 0-1. Ripped into center field. Under it is Matt Priest. He's making a run for it. It'll get over his head, and it'll one-hop off the fence. Heading to second is Beasley with a stand-up double. Well, Nikhil Beasley went 2 for 5. That's his first double of the season. Only has 1 extra base hit. That was a home run that came back on the 3rd against Bend, but that was his first double of the season, and that will bring up Andrew Demianu. Well, Demianu went 0 for 5 with a run and 2 walks in the last series against the Bears. Has a runner on second with 2 outs. First hit of the game for the Sweets. That's down the middle for strike 1. Demianu from Lynn Benton University, sophomore year. This season hit 269. 336 on base in 37 games with the Roadrunners. 0-1. That is just outside on the fastball, and it's 1-1. Well, Demianu played his 2 JUCO seasons in the NWAC and is now looking for a 4-year opportunity. After making the all-NWAC tournament team that won the NWAC tournament in Lynn Benton. 1-1, swung on and missed at the curveball, and it's 1-2. Well, Matt Champion already 2 strikeouts today. So far has 10 now after those 2 on the season. Champion didn't pitch against Walla Walla in the first series, but did get an at-bat on the 14th. He went 0 for 1 and then got pinch hit for. 1-2. Off the end of the bat, foul to the opposite field, and it's going to stay 1-2. Champion for LMU has had a mixture of hitting and pitching to start the season, but has mostly become a starter in the past few weeks. 1-2. Chopper over to Lundberg at short. He'll throw on to first. And in time for out number 3. Another scoreless frame for Matt Champion as he induces 2 groundouts to Lundberg. We head to the bottom of the second. Still no score.
You know what it takes to be successful when you're ready for a bank that looks at the world like you do. Bank outside the ordinary with Heritage Bank. Located here in Longview at 927 Commerce or online at heritagebanknw.com. That's heritagebanknw.com. Member FDIC.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Bottom of the second inning. 1 run between both, 1 hit each between both of these squads. The Nikhil Beasley double and the Jarrett Sable single make up the only 2 hits, and the Jeremiah Crane error put up all the stats on the RHE board, and no one has still scored as Isaac Hollum is back out there for another inning. They'll face off against Jeremiah Crane, Braden Orem, Jack Meissner, two of the 3 guys in the UCSB offense, with Braden Orem sandwiched in the middle. Hollum pitched a solid first, struck out Matt Priest, deuced 2 groundouts, gave up the single to Sable, but didn't really matter in the long run. Hollum is currently in the transfer portal this season after his freshman year at Seattle U. Had a 10.22 ERA in 37 innings, but has a respectable 5.14 and 14 this season with the Sweets. First pitch to Crane is fouled off. And it's 0-1. Hollum, most of his earned runs, actually, in fact, all of his earned runs have come from 1 outing. That was on the first against Bend. He gave up in 3 2/3, 10 runs, 8 earned, 9 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. Every other outing he's had, he's not given up a run. As the curveball will hit the zone for strike 2. So I don't know what happened in that Bend outing, but every other outing he's had, this is his 6th game, his 3rd start. Has been very good. 0-2 is fouled off to the left. Well, Jeremiah Crane is off to a good start this season. He's only played 3 games, but already has a doubles, already driven in 2, and had himself a good series in his first against Springfield. And he's becoming the starting 3rd baseman for the foreseeable future, it seems. So that's low for ball 1. Would like to say a big shout out to Nicky Garitano. He's not here anymore, but he was a very big part of this team. He was here since one of the day 1 guys. So big shout out to Nicky for his time. Fastball down the middle, called strike 3, and Jeremiah Crane strikes out looking. Second strikeout for Hollum, and that's the first out here in the bottom of the second. That will bring up Braden Orem, another new guy. We get new guys every other minute, it feels. Orem, in his 7th game of the season, came in for the Portland series. Went 2 for 9 against Springfield in the series over the weekend. Drove in a couple runs, walked 4 times though, so he did find ways to get on. He's up to 5 walks. 1-0. Grounder over to third. It'll be Cadiz throwing it over to first for out number 2. Two outs, they'll bring up Jack Meissner, who is in a very big slump to start his season. He's been here since the Corvallis series and has been 1 for 22 in his first 11 games. In a bit of a slump. He had a very unlucky day on Saturday. He went 0 for 4, had a lot of hard hit balls though. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Meissner, one of the UCSB guys, the only UCSB guy though to be in the transfer portal. He's looking for a new squad for the fall. 0-1. This one's gonna get low and away, get past Beasley, but 1-1 now, 2 outs. Holt Williams on deck wearing the leg pads, just in case he's got to get back out there quickly. 1-1. Foul tipped into the turf, and it's 1-2. Well, the Sweets on Sunday beat the Yakima Valley Pippins 4-2. All 3 games they scored less than 6 runs, but swept the Pippins, and the Pippins are now 7-23, which is crazy. They're on a 10-game losing streak at the moment, as they're going to face off against Springfield at the Hamlin Sports Complex in a battle of 2 teams that are 0-3 to start the second half, after the Black Bears swept them. 1-2. Fly ball into center field. Gunnar Guile will be under it, and he'll make the grab for out number 3. 1-2-3 frame for Hollum. He's through 2 scoreless, as well as Champion. It is time to head to the 3rd inning at David Story Field. Still no score.
Join the Cowlitz Black Bears for a summer full of fun with $3 Tuesdays and kids and free Sundays. Every Tuesday home game, general admission tickets, hot dogs, nachos, and domestic canned beer are all just $3. Plus, every Sunday, kids 12 and under get free admission when accompanied by an adult, thanks to Peace Health and the Daily News. Don't miss out on affordable family fun every Tuesday and Sunday with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Get your tickets today at cowlitzblackbears.com. Join the Black Bears for a night to remember on Thursday, July 24th. Bring the kids out to the ballpark for the always popular Dash for Cash, presented by Heritage Bank. All kids 12 and under will get to go on the field to dash for their share of $1,000 in cash. Then, stick around after the game as the Black Bears light up the night sky with their first ever drone show, presented by Pacific Tech Construction and Western Fabrication. Tickets will go fast. Get yours today at cowlitzblackbears.com.
It is the top of the 3rd inning here at David Story Field, as Troy Sanders, the bottom of the lineup, will lead off for the Sweets, trying to break the scoreless tie against Matt Champion. Troy Sanders, then the top of the lineup in Gunnar Guile and Landon Young. First pitch curveball is going to miss for ball 1. Well, Troy Sanders is like Scaldaferri, a Grand Canyon University player, sophomore season. Swung on and missed, and it's 1-1. 2 for 9 against Cowlitz in their first series, drove in a run, but struggled a bit against Yakima, who he went 1 for 8 with 4 strikeouts. Fastball misses just outside, and it's 2-1. Well, overall 260 on the season in 20 games. They hit 289 for Grand Canyon in 50. That'll miss for ball 3. Matt Champion trying to avoid his first walk of the day. He's walked 2 this season. So it was good at throwing strikes. Not too wild, but could get Troy Sanders on the leadoff here. That's down the middle on the fastball, and it's 3-2. Matt Champion not too prone to walk. Only walked one against Portland on the first. Didn't walk anybody against Corvallis on the 18th. It's a fly ball into right field, and Poffenroth is right there to make the grab. Oh, maybe Matt Champion is just allergic to walks. Have we considered that as an option? Gunnar Guile now is up for his second time. Well, Gunnar, his parents really love the letter G. He's got 3 brothers named Gatlin, Golden, and Gage, and he's got 2 sisters named Grace and Gigi. So his family just really loves G. His dad's name is Greg, too, so I'm guessing that's where it all stemmed from. I'm not going to lie, though, Gatlin Guile is kind of a sick name. I really do like Gatlin Guile. Gunnar's not too much worse either. 0-1. That's low for ball 1. Well, Guile went to IMG Academy, was teammates with Javi Vasquez, if you remember him. Only played 2 games with the Bears. Well, his teammates with Vasquez as well as Josh Hansen. That'll hit the zone for strike 2. Well, Hansen's 23 is now being used up by a new guy for the Bears, Talon Kelly, who we might see pitch later in the week. 1-2. Fly ball into left field. Finn Stewart will finally get some action out there as he'll make the grab for out number 2. I could be very wrong on this, but I think 23 is the only number that we've had that has been worn by 3 different guys. Vasquez, Hansen, and now Talon Kelly. Matt Champion's had the 18 all season. Yeah, he's one of the day 1 guys. That'll bring up Landon Young inside for ball 1. Well, Young in 2024 of the fall variety was committed to TCU, played there in the fall season, but then decommitted and went to Washington. Didn't play for Washington in 2025, but will be there for next season. Flat to right in his first at-bat, 1-1. Is going to hit the zone. No, it's not. Inside, 2-1. Very close call. 2-1. Fly ball, foul ground. It's going to get out of play on the right side, and it's 2-2. Champion trying to get a 1-2-3 for the first time today after the error in the first and the Beasley double in the second. 2 flyouts make up the first 2 outs. Now the 2-2 with 2 outs. Champion to Landon Young. Grounder down the left field line, but foul. It'll stay at 2-2. Well, it's a bit of a warm one. It was warm at least. It's 74 right now, but it was around 80, 81. It felt warmer, but then the wind picks up as the wind is blowing from left to right as it usually does. We saw it blow from right to left one time in the Springfield series, which really surprised me, but it's back to its normal trail. Champion now ready for another 2-2. Oh, he got a piece of it, fouled it back to the netting, and it stays at 2-2. Dominic Cadiz on deck, reached on an error, didn't advance far from first, though. As Tanner Curran flew out to shortstop in Braden Lundberg for out number 3 of the first. 2-2. Speaking of Lundberg, that's over to him on a hop. Throw on to first, and it's going to get past Meissner. Landon Young dove into first. He really wanted that as he was going to reach. It seemed like he might have been able to reach regardless. We'll see what they call that. But either way, Young is on first with 2 outs. So a 1-2-3 inning for Champion, but let's still get out of it for Dom Cadiz. And will be called an infield single. So second hit of the day for the Sweets. Go back to first is not in time. Cadiz reached on the air over at third, a ball that got right under the glove of Jeremiah Crane. First pitch. Over to short on a weird hop. Toss to second. Great play from Lundberg. That had a weird spin on it, and he was able to recover and toss over to Orem at second for out number 3. As that'll do it for the top of the third. We head to the bottom half. It is still no score.
Join the Black Bears on Saturday, July 12th in a night to honor the brave men and women in our community with the special First Responders Jersey Auction presented by Steelscape. Fans will get to bid on these special edition game-worn jerseys, and the winning bidder will be invited onto the field for photos after the game. Each jersey will feature a patch representing one of the local law enforcement and fire agencies around Cowlitz County. 100% of the proceeds from the jersey auction will go toward Cowlitz County Habitat for Humanity. Get your tickets today at CowlitzBlackBears.com to be a part of this special event.
Well, today's a $3 Tuesday. All general admission tickets, hot dogs, nachos, domestic canned beer, and bottled soda will all just be $3 each. And if you missed $3 Tuesday today, well, there's one more $3 Tuesday, and that's Tuesday, July the 22nd, when the Black Bears take on the Ridgefield Raptors in the Columbia River Cup Series. So, if you missed this one, make sure to pull up to the next one. David Story Field at 6:35 p.m. Like all Tuesday games, they're all going to start at 6:35. First pitch from Hollum to Holt is grounded down the third base line, and it's foul for strike one. Isaac Hollum has been pitching pretty well. Just threw a 1-2-3 in the bottom of the second. Now the 0-1. That one's fair. Over to Cadiz at third. He's been busy out there. Long throw over to first, and it'll get past Kern at first. Holt Williams will take second. So good read by Holt. After the errant throw gets past Kern, it just kind of stopped in the turf. Nobody really reached out to grab it, and Holt was able to take second. So he's now in scoring position. First Bear to reach second base after the error on the throw by Cadiz. He's gotten a grounder each inning, but that one he just miffed a bit. And now runner on second, no outs for Braden Lundberg. Shows bunt. First pitch, he drops it down in front of Hollum, as he'll throw to first for out number one, as Holt will advance to third. Well, Matt Priest going to try and give the Bears the lead. Holt Williams 90 feet away with one out. Anything to the outfield could score him, as Kern is up on the grass. So is Cadiz at third. In middle infield, a little bit farther back, but still, I don't know, they'll move back a little bit here for the first pitch. That's a breaking ball that misses just low for ball one. Well, if Holt does score, it will be an unearned run for Hollum after the error. 1-0. Chopper over to third. Cadiz, no play at home. Throw on to first is in time, but a run does come in. Holt Williams will score on the RBI groundout from Matt Priest, and it's 1-0 Bears in the bottom of the third. So now bases empty, 2 outs. Matt Priest, the RBI groundout. That is his 13th RBI of the season, and that will bring up Finn Stewart. Well, Cadiz with the error as it comes back to bite him. The Bears are up 1. First pitch to Finn Stewart's inside on the fastball for ball 1. Well, Finn Stewart gets to see one of his teammates in Talon Kelly. Both of them were at Utah Tech this season. Fastball misses a bit low, and it's 2-0. Well, Finn Stewart has played against Holland before, as that's down the middle for strike one. In college at Utah Tech, they played Seattle U, and Finn Stewart actually hit a 2-run homer off of Isaac Holland in their collegiate season. So he has been hitting him well, even though it has only been one at-bat. Grounder over to third, Cadiz. As mentioned, he's been real busy over there. He'll make the throw to first for out number 3. He has gotten 5 groundouts so far today, but the one he missed ended up coming around to score as the Bears have a 1-0 lead.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather.
God.
Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir,
So
yes,
bright.
sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
Weather Guard.
Dick Hanna Toyota is proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bears. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends and watch these talented baseball players. The folks over at Dick Hanna Toyota know a thing or two about nice. Dick Hanna has been around for over 75 years, and they're a local family-owned business with a tradition of supporting our community. Dick Hanna Toyota. Believe in nice.
Well, small ball works in the favor of the Bears after an error. Brings Holt Williams a second. A bunt by Lundberg advances him to third, and a grounder to third by Priest advances Holt home for the first run of the game. Black Bears lead at 1-0. The first pitch to Tanner Kern is strike one. Oh, one pitch ripped into center field, and diving is Priest. Did he make the catch? Yes, he did. Matt Priest, a great diving grab, and that's the first out. Oh, Priest had a bit of a late reaction to it, but he's able to make up for it and make the diving grab for out number 1. It is hard to see when Matt Priest makes diving grabs out there in center. Grounder on the first pitch. Diving is Lundberg, but it'll get past him into left field. Estabrook has a base hit with one out. That's the third hit of the day for the Sweets, and that'll bring up Scaldaferri with one out and a man on first. Scaldaferri, first pitch from Matt Champion, is a bit high for ball 1. I'm sure if it was hard to see from here, it might have been hard to see from Hudson Boucher's perspective. He had to make the call. Second, it looked like it bounced, but we won't say anything. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Well, Scaldaferri last season played with the Lakeshore Chinooks of the Northwoods League. 48 games at 228. They're on to first is not in time. Estabrook 2 for 2 on steals this season. One. That is going to miss inside for ball 2. Oh, Grand Canyon this year finished 31-27. They won the first game of the WAC tournament, but lost to Sac State. So a couple of his teammates that he lost to on the Sweets and UT Arlington. 2-1 a bit inside, and it's 3-1. Well, we'll see if Champion gets out of this one without a walk, as he did to Troy Sanders to lead off the third. So it's 3 balls and 1 strike. 1 on, 1 out. 3-1 from Champion. That is ball 4. Third walk of the season for Champion, first of the day. And they're now 2 on with 1 out. Nikhil Beasley has a double already today and now has 2 on with 1 out. This is his first double of the season, coming back in the second inning. That one almost hits him, leans him back a little, and it's 1-0. Beasley from Berkeley, California, went to Berkeley High School. Sac State not too far away, just an hour or two driving. Dan Spencer going to come out and have a chat along with Holt Williams to Matt Champion. Try not to walk the bases loaded. It is only a 1-0 count. That is Nikhil Beasley, who has the only extra base hit of the game for either side. Didn't end up coming around to score, though. Now the Black Bears looking to win their 4th straight game. Corvallis has won 8 straight. They're now 20-10. So they're the opposite record of the Bears, who were 10-20. Portland had a big winning streak, but they lost 2 of 3 against the Marion Berries. Springfield now loses of 3 straight after their sweep here at David Story Field. And Yakima, 10 straight losses, including a sweep at the hands of the Sweets this weekend. Mound visit over. First pitch after the visit is high into center field. Matt Priest calling everyone off. He'll make the grab. A little bit easier than the first one. No need to dive as he makes the grab, and that's out number 2. I'll bring up Andrew Demianu, who grounded out to Lundberg at short in his first at-bat. 0 for 1, has 2 on, but now with 2 outs. Sweets wearing the all grays today. I'm not going to lie, I think my favorite Sweets logo is the W squared. I'm a big fan of that one. First pitch from Champion, a bit low for ball 1. There is the 1-0. There's one that's down the middle for strike 1. So Estabrook on second. Scaldaferri on first, the walk and the single. Put 2 on with 2 outs. First time the 2 have reached in an inning for the Sweets. But they've had a runner reach in every inning. I haven't put one across quite yet. 1-1 to Demianu is a breaking ball into right field. That's down for a base hit. Stopping at third is Estabrook. Demianu, a single, has the bases loaded now with 2 outs for the bottom of the lineup in Troy Sanders. Well, Troy Sanders had a 3-0 count, ended up flying out to Poffenroth in right field, has the bases loaded with 2 outs. The Sweets have already left a man on in every inning, could leave 3 on here if they don't score. First pitch from Champion. That's going to hit the outside half for strike 1. Sanders from Tucson, Arizona. Catalina Foothills High School, graduated there in 2023. His dad is the Orioles' first base coach. 0-1. Fouls it back to the boards, and it's 0-2. Good pitchers count for Champion, trying to get out of this still scoreless. And throwing 4 scoreless to start off his day. The Black Bears used 9 pitchers the entire series against Springfield, 3 each game, which was very good for a bullpen that has been taxed the past 2 weeks. 0-2. Inside, 1-2. It is a team that has just come off of 13 straight games. We finally got an off day yesterday after a lot of games. 13 of them straight. Bullpen was tired and got a day off, and now everyone's ready to go. 1-2. Fly ball into center field. Matt Priest is under it, and he'll make the grab for out number 3. Matt Champion gets out of another jam and keeps the Black Bears up 1-0, heading to the bottom of the 4th.
Get ready for another summer of family-friendly fun with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Rally your crew and head down to David Story Field for delicious food and drinks, affordable entertainment, and unforgettable memories. The Black Bears can host your group, business, friends, and youth sports team. Whether you're entertaining clients, treating your employees, or just looking for a fun night out with coworkers, David Story Field is the place to be. Create a summer of great memories with the Black Bears. Book your group outing today at cowlitzblackbears.com.
Well, Thursday, July 10th is Cowlitz PUD night. Enjoy special giveaways and fun activities courtesy of Cowlitz PUD. Stay tuned for more details. It's also going to be a mini bat giveaway. So if you want to get a mini bat for free, Thursday, July 10th, David Story Field at 6:35 p.m. Show up. Show up early. You guaranteed a mini bat if you show up early. Thursday, July 10th, 6:35, David Story Field. Bottom of the 4th, Matt Champion gets out of the jam, has 2 on with 1 out, bases loaded with 2, and ends up getting out of it scoreless. Still 1-0 Bears, as it'll be Jarrett Sable, Gavin Poffenroth, and Jeremiah Crane leading it off here in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch from Hollum, who's back out there, is a curveball that'll paint the corner for strike 1. Now the 0-1 from Hollum to Sable already has a single on the day, as that's low for ball 1. Single the only hit of the day for the Black Bears, but they have a run in after the error and the multiple small ball groundouts and bunts. Pitch way inside as he gets a piece of it, and it goes into the bullpen of the Bears, and it's 1-2. Oh, it's time to take a look at Blake Sable's last couple games. Came in as a pinch hitter, walked, scored a run against the Syracuse Mets on the 6th, so good job to Sable. Grounds 1 to the netting, and it's 1-2 still. I feel like it should be tradition. I should check what Blake's up to since his brother's here. Grounder over to second base, Troy Sanders. Will throw over to first for out number 1. That's the first bit of action that Troy Sanders has had at second base. Everything's been going to Cadiz for some reason. That'll bring up Poff. Poff. 5 for 13 against Walla Walla back in Borleski Stadium. Grounded out to, who do you think? Cadiz at third. First pitch is going to hit the zone on the fastball for strike 1. I asked Poff how he's going to get to Bellingham, and he said he has no clue, which is a bit of an issue considering the game's next week. That's driven into deep left field, and that's going to get off the fence all the way to the corner. Gavin Poffenroth, a stand-up double. His 8th double of the season, and he's proving why he was selected as an all-star. Good piece of hitting by Poff, and he's on second with 1 out. And on second 1 out, that'll bring up Jeremiah Crane. Well, Poffenroth extends his team-leading doubles to 8. No one's really even close. That was 104 off the bat of Poffenroth, so he hit a laser off the fence. A little bit more height, it would have been gone over into the bullpen as Crane takes ball 1. Oh, Crane before UCSB was at Tacoma CC. 317 his sophomore year. 1-0 is going to hit the zone. Crane thought about swinging at it, doesn't end up doing it. It's called strike 1. Now the 1-1 from Hollum. Fly ball, that's going into the bullpen of the Bears. A lot of souvenirs that bullpen's getting over there in deep right field. And it's 1-2. So Poff on second, getting covered over there by Sanders. 4 for 6 on steals. Hasn't stole third yet this season, though, as the breaking ball just misses outside. 2-2. Crane has already struck out looking so far today. Was the second of 2 strikeouts for Hollum so far today. And now a 2-2 with 1 out. Big gap between first and second. Could get one off the opposite field into right. Ground anyways up the middle, and Sanders positioned right. Throw over to first for out number 2. Advancing to third is Poffenroth on the 4-3 put out. That'll bring up Braden Orem, runner on third, and Poffenroth 90 feet away from extending the lead to 2 for the Bears, as Orem is used to playing here. It is a Lower Columbia sophomore. I feel like we always just have at least one. Sam Davidson was the guy, but he got injured and now is no longer here. So we got Orem. And it makes a nice all Braden middle infield. Braden to Braden if we were to do a 6-4-3 double play. 0-1. Check swing over to Jacob Fisher, and he did not go. It's 1-1. Orem only has 1 RBI this season. That came on Friday the 4th against Springfield. Hit an RBI double. Ended up scoring after that as well. 1-1. Swung on and missed 1-2. Well, Poffenroth a double. Advances to third on the ground out by Crane, and now it is Orem. Grounded out to Cadiz at third. Who hasn't? 1-2. Gets a piece of it, fouls it into the Sweets dugout, and it stays at 1-2. Well, Orem has 4 hits in 6 games compared to 7 in 15 with Ben, so he's putting up some decent numbers. He's also getting more playing time here. 1-2 is going to miss outside for ball 2. That was a close one. Actually, it looked like Hudson Boucher was getting ready to hit his strike 3 motion, but doesn't end up doing it, and it stays at now 2-2 with 2 outs. Hollum kicks and deals. And no. Interesting. That misses a bit high for ball 3. Orem might be getting a bit lucky with the calls. Can't lie. Because both of those look like strike 3 to me. But 3-2. Gets a piece of it. Fouls it back to the boards, and it stays at 3-2. Big gap in between short and second, up the middle, a little bit towards the left. If he were to get something in there, could easily score Poff from third. But first, the 3-2. Fly ball, it'll get out of play, and Orem is still in this one. Eight pitches in this at-bat. This is going to be number 9 against Orem. No walks yet for the Bears offense. 3-2. Fly ball into deep left field, but it'll go foul. Just out in front of it. And we'll do it again. Pitch number 10 of the at-bat. As Orem is really up in that pitch count. Nobody warming up in the bullpen, though, for the Sweets, as Holland's only given up the 1 run on 2 hits, and that 1 run wasn't even earned. Another 3-2. And another foul ball. El Orem is really trying to get on base here. With Jack Meissner on deck, Poffenroth could basically take a nap at third if he wanted to. Now another 3-2. Blooper into center field. Going back now, going in is Guile, and he'll make the grab. So an 11-pitch battle ends with an Orem fly out to center. We head to the top of the 5th. Bears have a 1-0 lead.
Hey there, everyone. It's me, the voice of summer. And I'm here to talk to you about the Seize the Debit Summer Sweepstakes by Fiber Federal Credit Union. It's good, clean fun in the sun where some lucky member could win bigger than a giant wave off Maui. So roll out the blanket, put some surf tunes on, and use your Fiber debit card to catch your share of our $9,000 plus prize wave. Every time you use your Fiber debit card for a purchase of $5 or more, you'll be entered into our Seize the Debit Summer Sweepstakes. Like the sea, you know, with water and swimsuits. 3 Fiber family members each week will win $100, and 1 member will win the $5,000 grand prize October 1st. Whew, I'm getting dizzy just thinking about all the cha-chaing I can do with that moolah. Visit fibercu.com/sweepstakes for the official rules, and cowabunga if you must. Fiber Federal Credit Union. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union. Odds of winning depend on number of entries received. No purchase necessary to win. Federally insured by NCUA.
Top of the 5th, 1-0. Bears lead it. It's been a good pitching duel between Hollum and Matt Champion. Top 3 in the lineup, Gunnar Guile, Landon Young, Dominic Cadiz. Lead off the top of the 5th. Champion has thrown 4 scoreless. He's given up 4 hits, but still no runs. And has kept the Bears lead 1-0. If he gets through this inning, he would be in line for the victory. He has to get through 5. First pitch to Guile is a bit low for ball 1. Well, Champion's last bit of offense was that one at bat against Walla Walla. Since then, he's only pitched. That's swung on and missed for strike 1. And maybe it's good because he's been pitching very well. We gave up 2 runs against a very good Portland squad and has given up 0 through 4 here today. That is inside for ball 2. Graduated from Junipero Serra High School in 2024. Was the number 63 right-handed pitcher nationally, according to Perfect Games rankings. Number 10 right-handed pitcher in California. So he was very good. He played for Team USA in the 18U national team. Didn't pitch too much there, but pitched against Korea, Venezuela, and Panama in their world tournaments. Outside, 3-2. 3-2 off the end of the bat, foul, and it stays at 3-2. Are we going to get another one of these at-bats that we saw from Orem? Oh, we'll see, I guess. Another 3-2. Off the end of the bat, first base side, and it goes foul. Oh, no. Oh, no. Here we go again, huh? Well, we saw an 11-pitch at-bat to end the bottom of the 4th against Orem, and now we have 7 right now. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Didn't take 11, and Matt Champion has his 3rd strikeout of the day. He's gotten Guile swinging twice, and that's the first out here in the top of the 5th. That will bring up Landon Young, who is 1 for 2, has a single and a fly out to right field. That is down for ball 1 on the fastball, and it's 1-0. 391 in high school 2024, Young, as he drives one into deep left field. Going back on it is Finn Stewart. It will go foul. Well, it looked like it would have been maybe at the wall. Could have been going out if it was fair, but it just misses, and that's strike one. Well, the 1-1 now after the deep fly ball that was almost a tie ball game, but it ended up going foul. 1-1. Ripped into left field, and that'll get down for a base hit. Landon Young, it bobbles past Finn Stewart. He's going for second. Throw on to second is dropped by Orem at second. Landon Young has a double as he takes advantage of some sloppy defense. It looks like it'll be a single and an error. So now 2 errors as Dan Spencer will come out and possibly make the change. It looks like he will. What a very good outing for Matt Champion. Even with the responsibility of the runner on second, he has still pitched 4 1/3 scoreless. Depending on what happens with Landon Young's double. When we come back, the new pitcher. Let's take a look at who he will be. New pitcher looks like it's going to be Cameron Fawcett. So Cam Fawcett will take on Dominic Cadiz with 1 out and a runner on second.
You know what it takes to be successful. When you're ready for a bank that looks at the world like you do, bank outside the ordinary with Heritage Bank. Located here in Longview at 927 Commerce or online at heritagebanknw.com. That's heritagebanknw.com. Member FDIC.
Well, Saturday, July 12th is a first responder jersey auction. Join Steelscape and Cowlitz County Habitat for Humanity in a night to honor the first responders in our community with a special jersey auction. Each jersey will feature a patch from one of the local law enforcement, fire, or EMT agencies. Fans will have the opportunity to bid on these custom jerseys throughout the game, with the winning bidder getting to go on the field to collect their jersey after the game. 100% of the proceeds from the night will benefit Cowlitz County Habitat for Humanity. Oh, I wasn't seeing things. It is Cameron Fawcett on the mound for Matt Champion as he tries to get out of the inning scoreless. Man on second with 1 out. It'll be Cadiz, who has grounded out twice, but one ended in a reaching on an error, and one was a fielder's choice to end the third. Well, Fawcett's given up a run in all 5 of his outings so far this season. He only gave up 1 against Springfield on July the 4th. 1 inning, 1 earned run, 2 hits. Earned the save against Springfield on July the 4th, as the Black Bears ended up winning that one by a score of 4-3. Well, here we go. Dom Cadiz now ready to go against Cameron Fawcett. There's a bit of a rivalry already between these two because Fawcett is going to USC and Cadiz is going to UCLA. So this is going to be a rivalry before the rivalry, so to speak. First pitch from Fawcett is outside for ball 1. So Cadiz 0 for 2 is reached already, though. Him and Kern combined for an 0 for 4 day with Guile 0 for 3 at the top of the order. 1-0. Bit high, and it's 2-0. Well, Cadiz leads the team in a lot of offensive categories. He's also an all-star. .404 average, leads the squad. 38 hits, 9 doubles, 7 homers, 24 RBIs. He leads the team in all that. 2-0 pitch from Fawcett is outside, ball 3. Well, we saw Tabor Fast lead off his outing on Sunday with 2 straight walks. Ended up getting out of that one, though. We'll see if Fawcett can at least avoid getting a walk. He's walked 8 guys so far this season. 3-0 chopper over to third. Crane is going to have to go fast. Throw on to first is way over the head of Meissner and into the fence. Taking third is Young, and that's the second error of the day for Jeremiah Crane. As Crane's throw got way over the head of Meissner. On 3-0, Cadiz got lucky as he almost got out there for out number 2. And the runner at second and Young wasn't ready to go to third until the throw went past Meissner at first. Now there's 1 out and runners at the corners for Tanner Kern. Black Bears already have 3 errors, now up to 52 on the season. First pitch is going to miss outside for ball 1. Kern 2 flyouts so far today. Now the 1-0 pitch. Check swing foul as well, maybe Young thought he was ready to go if it got past Holt, but it was a foul tip and it's 1-1. Kern's got 12 RBIs on the season. And he's got his last run batted in on the third against Bend. 1-1. That's fouled off and it's 1-2. Could get a big second out here if he gets Kern. He only has 5 strikeouts so far this season. He hasn't struck out anybody in his last 2 outings against Springfield and Portland. Struck out all of his 5 in his first 3. 1-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Foul tipped into the glove of Holt. And the first strikeout of the day for Fawcett is a big out number 2 here in the 5th. The Sweets have already left 6 runners on and have a chance to leave on 8 to the 5th. Almost halfway through this game, and it's only been about an hour and 15 minutes. Making quick work of each of these offenses. First pitch misses outside for ball 1. So Estabrook has a single and a ground out to short in his 2 at-bats. 1-0. And it'll hit the zone at the knees for strike 1. So Young on third, Cadiz on first. Black Bears could commit 3 errors and still get out of it scoreless. 1-1. That'll get past Holt. Running from third is Young, and he will score. Advancing to second is Cadiz on the wild pitch, and it is tied up at 1. Oh, gets past Holt out of his 6'4" reach, so it was a very low pitch from Fawcett, and now it's all tied up at 1. Now man on second in Cadiz, as that's inside for ball 3. We'll see how much of a leash Fawcett gets here. Still trying to get out of this inning. The Sweets have tied things up, though, at 1 apiece. Now the 3-1. That is ball 4. Second walk of the day for Cowlitz pitching. First for Fawcett, and now there's runners on first and second with 2 outs. I'll bring up Billy Scaldaferri, who was the first walk recipient and the only walk of the day for Champion. Now has 2 on with 2 outs. Sweets are threatening, trying to take the lead here in the top of the 5th. First pitch is a curveball that hits the zone for strike 1. 0 for 1. Scaldaferri has a strikeout in the second inning and a walk in the fourth. Back up 1 inning later, looking to give the Sweets the lead. 0-1. Outside, ball 1. Oh, this is the Sweets team that is 5th in team average, 263. They haven't really been able to do much with runners in scoring position, leaving a lot of runners on base, but they get the wild pitch to head in their favor. Anything that gets to the boards doesn't really bounce off too much. 1-1. That's low, ball 2. Scaldaferri's 22nd game. This lineup has 5 guys that are playing in their 20th game or higher. Cadiz in his 28th. 2-1. Grounder over to Orm at second. He'll tag the bag for out number 3. But a run comes in for the Sweets as they've tied things up at 1 halfway home here at David Story Field.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Join the Cowlitz Black Bears for a summer full of fun with $3 Tuesdays and kids and free Sundays. Every Tuesday home game, general admission tickets, hot dogs, nachos, and domestic canned beer are all just $3. Plus, every Sunday, kids 12 and under get free admission when accompanied by an adult thanks to Peace Health and the Daily News. Don't miss out on affordable family fun every Tuesday and Sunday with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Get your tickets today at cowlitzblackbears.com.
Bottom 5, 1-1 now after the Sweets tied it up on a wild pitch by Cam Fawcett. It'll be Meissner, Holt Williams, and Braden Lundberg, the top 3 in the bottom of the 5th. Black Bears need to get their lead back, as the Sweets now have some momentum. Isaac Holland back out there has given up no earned runs through 4 innings. The 1 run was off of an error by Cadiz at third. It'll be Jack Meissner, now 1 for 23 this season after his flyout to center. His only hit came in his second game against Corvallis. First pitch from Holland is ripped into center field and a base hit. Hey, a base hit for Meissner. Could be the start of something good for him. He's been needing a couple of base hits. He's on with a single on the first pitch of the inning. Now men on first with nobody out, as that'll bring up Holt Williams. Holt Williams, 5 for 15 in 5 games, reached on an error by Cadiz, came around to score the only run of the day for the Bears. As that one is going to hit the zone on the fastball for strike 1. The sun is finally getting behind those trees, and now it is very nice to not have the sun in my face. 0-1, runner goes, and Meissner on to second, and not in time. He got a very slow start, but is still able to reach on his second stolen base of the season. Meissner now at second with nobody out. Black Bears looking to take the lead back, and a 1-1 now to Holt Williams. Northwest Nazarene this season. 1-1. Ripped into right field, a base hit. Stopping at third is Meissner. And Holt Williams has a single. Runners are at the corners with nobody out. We'll see how much of a leash Holland gets here. Definitely some guys warming up in the bullpen for the Sweets. Lundberg now with runners at the corners and nobody out. He hit a bunt to advance Holt Williams to third in his first at-bat, and Holt ended up scoring. And there comes Kobe Waddalow. So we'll see if he makes a change here for just some mound visits. Doesn't look like there's, that doesn't actually look like there's anybody warming up in the bullpen. So no change for Waterloo. He's just coming out to talk with him, that being Holland, as well as the infield and the catcher Nikhil Beasley. Seeing how to face Lundberg, as it'll be Lundberg on the top of the lineup in Priest. Anything on the ground here could score. Meissner from third, even a double play could get a run in. Last thing you want here, though, is a strikeout, because then a double play will end the inning. Simple mathematics. Now two guys are warming up in the bullpen for the Sweets. Let's see who they are. Looks like it's going to be Aiden Cube and Aiden Rady. So both the Aidens are going to be in the bullpen for the Sweets. I don't know. Did they plan that? They might have planned that. So two Aidens are in the bullpen for the Sweets, as this might be Holland's last batter of the day, depending on what happens here with Lundberg. Well, Lundberg 0 for 1 on the day, looking to give the Black Bears the lead. He shows bunt again, and it's called strike one. Well, Lundberg is 6 for 29. Has driven in 2 runs already. Had a very good Springfield series. Got a hit in every game. 0-1 just misses inside. It's 1-1. 2 for 3 on Friday, 1 for 3 on Saturday and Sunday. Drove in both of his RBIs in those 3 games. 1-1. High for ball 2. No walk. Would be the first walk of the day for Sweets pitching. Would load the bases for the top of the lineup in Priest. 2-1. Ripped into deep left center field. Going back on it is Guile. He'll dive, and it's dropped all the way to the fence. Meissner scores. Holt rounding third, but stops at third. Either way, an RBI double for Braden Lundberg, his first extra base hit of the season, and it's 2-1 Bears. Let's see if Gunnar Guile is okay. He took a big fall at the fence. So Braden Lundberg's double gives the Black Bears a 2-1 lead, but let's see if Gunnar Guile is okay, as Colby Waddalow and another coach is coming out to deep left center field. He went all out for that one, but just wasn't able to grab it. He is standing up on his own, which is a good sign, but it is now up to Guile to see if he's okay. They're checking up on him. There's a trainer out at first base, the Black Bears trainer, just in case he's needed. Guile did get up on his own power, which is a good sign. So we all hope, of course, that Guile is okay. He made an amazing effort to grab it. If he caught it, that would have been the play of the West Coast League, I'll tell you that much. But unfortunately, it went to the wall. Braden Lundberg's first double, first extra base hit of the season, has runners at second and third with nobody out. For the top of the lineup in Matt Priest, as Guile is looking to walk around a little bit, see if he's okay, ready to stay in this game. It's looking good, you know, he's up, he's walking, always a good sign. Nothing too serious. Let's see. Waddalow is heading back to the dugout. And yeah, he's going to stay in this game. Got to give your props to Gunnar Guile. He was going all out for that one, and he ends up staying in the game. So Good thing that he is okay and ready to continue on with this inning, but for now, Braden Lundberg, an RBI double, brings in Jack Meissner and has Holt Williams at third. Third RBI of the season for Lundberg, and now that we're back and ready to go, Black Bears have a 2-1 lead. And there's runners on second and third with nobody out. All the infield in for the Sweets. First pitch to Priest. Right down the middle on the fastball for strike one. Priest has an RBI groundout already. Drove in the first run. And has a strikeout in the first. 0-1. Outside, almost swung at it. Didn't end up pulling the trigger, and it's 1-1. Now 13 RBIs on the season for Priest. There's a chance to get some insurance here in the bottom of the fifth. Gets one in the outfield. Ripped over to third, and Cadiz will grab it. Throw is way high over into the netting as Holt Williams will come in to score. Taking second is Priest, and another error by Cadiz. That's 4 errors from both third basemen today on either side. 2 from Cadiz, 2 from Crane as Holt Williams comes in to score, and it's 3-1 Black Bears. Priest takes second now and is still second and third with nobody out for Finn Stewart. Finn Stewart leads the team in RBIs and can extend that lead, can become the first Black Bear this season to reach 20 ribbies on the season. As Lundberg now on third and Priest on second. Infield still in with nobody out. Fouls one off, and it's 0-1. It's something about this bottom of the fifth inning. They scored 5 in the bottom of the fifth on Saturday. They've scored 5 in the bottom of the fifth twice this season. And now they've already scored 2 in the bottom of the fifth. What's going on with the bottom of the fifth? Is that just when they gain superpowers? High for ball one. You better watch out. Like, Black Bears turn into Barry Bonds when when it hits the bottom of the fifth inning, apparently. Surprised that Holland's back is still out there. Fly ball into right field. Very deep enough for Lundberg to tag, and he will. Caught out there by Demianu. Taking third is Priest, and scoring is Lundberg. Sac fly for Finn Stewart. He's got 20 ribbies on the season. And it's 4-1 Black Bears. They might see if Priest left early. No? They were talking to the bases umpire Jacob Fisher about something, but it didn't end up being anything, as that'll bring up Jarrett Sable. Still only 1 out and a man on third in Priest, who has speed to score if anything's hit to the outfield. Could make it a 5-1 lead. Now the first pitch from Hollum to Sable. Good curveball will paint the corner for strike one. Well, the Black Bears are in a good position now, up 4-1. 3 straight hits to lead off. Meissner, Williams, and Lundberg, bottom 3 in the lineup, doing some damage on the offensive side. And it's low for ball one. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed at another good curveball from Hollum, and it's 1-2. Poffenroth on deck. He's already got a double. They have 2 doubles so far today for Black Bears offense. And 4 runs in. 2 strikeouts for Hollum so far. Now the 1-2. Swung on and missed as Sable goes down swinging. 3rd strikeout of the day for Hollum, and a big second out for Isaac with a man on third now with 2 outs. But it'll bring up Gavin Poffenroth, who, well, we know how dangerous he could be on the offensive side. Hit a rocket double at 104 off the bat in his last AB. Chance to drive in another run for the Bears. Has 9 RBIs this season. First pitch. Another good curveball for strike one. Holland's been throwing a good breaking ball past couple batters. Poff is 1 for 2 on the day. Ground out to third in that double that went off the fence. Out in left field as the fastball is outside for ball one. So both Cadiz and Crane, the two third basemen, have combined for 4 of the 5 errors on the day. 1-1. Another curveball that hits the zone for strike 2. I think he's trying to find his pitch here. He's now gone through 4 2/3, 3 earned runs now, as he's still out there. Nobody's warming up in the Sweets bullpen. 1-2. Grounder over to Cadiz at third. He'll scoop it up. Throw on to first is in time for out number 3. But the Black Bears' 5th inning magic strikes again as they score 3 in the bottom of the 5th. They now lead it 4-1, heading to the top of the 6th.
Join the Black Bears for a night to remember on Thursday, July 24th. Bring the kids out to the ballpark for the always popular Dash for Cash, presented by Heritage Bank. All kids 12 and under will get to go on the field to dash for their share of $1,000 in cash. Then, stick around after the game as the Black Bears light up the night sky with their first ever drone show, presented by Pacific Tech Construction and Western Fabrication. Tickets will go fast. Get yours today at CowlitzBlackBears.com. Join the Black Bears on Saturday, July 12th in a night to honor the brave men and women in our community with the special First Responders Jersey Auction presented by Steelscape. Fans will get to bid on these special edition game-worn jerseys, and the winning bidder will be invited onto the field for photos after the game. Each jersey will feature a patch representing one of the local law enforcement and fire agencies around Cowlitz County. 100% of the proceeds from the jersey auction will go toward Cowlitz County Habitat for Humanity. Get your tickets today at CowlitzBlackBears.com to be a part of this special event.
Top 6, 4-1. Black Bears lead it. They're close to winning 4 straight for the first time this season. Isn't that great? Nikhil Beasley leads it off against Cam Fawcett, who ended up giving up the wild pitch that allowed the Sweets to score their first run, but the Bears offense had him. As the fastball hits the zone for strike 1, Beasley, Demianu, Sanders, the bottom 3 in the lineup. They're going to be the top 3 here in the top of the 6th inning. 0-1. Long on a missed at the heater, and it's 0-2. Fawcett 6 strikeouts now, actually, after the strikeout of Kern last inning. Now the 0-2. Outside and low, 1-2. Fawcett a 6.48 ERA so far this season. Looks like Hollum's day is probably going to be over after that inning. 1-2. Outside, 2-2. El Champion finishes with 4 1/3, gives up a run, but no earned. 5 hits, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. A very solid outing for Matt Champion. Probably his best of the season, if I do say so. Just misses, and it's 3-2. He's already walked 1. That happened in the last inning to Estabrook. Now a full count. Fawcett now kicks and deals the payoff. Chopper over to third. Crane grabs it. Throw on to first is in time for out number 1. Beasley is down on the 5-3 ground outs. And with 1 out, that'll bring up Andrew Demianu. Demianu is now 1 for 6 against the Black Bears this season. Went 0 for 5 against them in the first series and is 1 for 2 today. Got his first hit against Bears pitching in the 4th. First pitch gets way past Holt over to the boards, and it's at 1-0. Damiano is hitting 4 of his last 5, making now 5 of his last 6 after his single. Only in 13 games, we played a little bit against Cowlitz. 1-0, he'll get past Holt again, and it's 2-0. Damiano has 8 walks on the year. Well, in the spirit of new guys being added to the squad, Talon Kelly I talked about already, but Warren Rose is going to be here. He's a lefty. He's a big dude, 6'9", as that's down the middle for strike one. When we were giving him his uniform, he had to duck in to get into our office. So it kind of shows you how tall he is. Concordia, Nebraska commits for next season. Another grounder over to Crane at third. Throw on to first in time. 4 out, number 2. 2 straight 5-3s, and it's 2 outs now in the top of the 6th. Fawcett off to a good start. In the 6th, but he'll still have to face off against Sanders with 2 outs. Another new guy, Martin Serrano. If you're a diehard College Black Bears fan, you might recognize him. He played 2 games with the Bears last season. But now he's here this season, and will probably play at some point this week. Just got here today, so Holt Williams is getting the start. We'll see if Serrano gets in for a at-bat or 2 today for his first time in about a year. First pitch was low to Sanders, and now the second pitch Fawcett will kick and deal is inside for ball 2. Scattered sun between the fielders. Fawcett is in the shade, but Meissner, Orem, and Poffenroth are all in the sun on the right side of the field. 2-0. Grounder up the middle, ranging is Lundberg. He'll grab it. Throw on to first is going to get past Meissner, as he did not see it in the sun. It's going to be called a single, as it seems like maybe Troy Sanders would have made it either way. We saw another issue like that where Meissner couldn't see the ball in the sun, and it was called a single then. So keeping up the consistency, calling it a single now. So Sanders is now 1 for 3 on the day. Now Gunnar Gailey. No, not Gunnar Guile, actually. Hunter Comine is going to pinch hit for Gunnar Guile. So it seems like Gunnar Guile was able to finish the inning, but is probably going to get the rest of the day off, as that's inside to Comine for ball 1. Well, Comine has only played in 1 game this season. He was a late addition to the squad. Now he's up 2-0. Good hitter's count with Sanders on first. Another Seattle University product, sophomore year in 2025. He went 1 for 3 in his first game of the season on Sunday against Yakima. 2-0. Swung on and missed. 2-1. Now, that is not new to the West Coast League, though. This is his 4th season in the West Coast League. First with the Sweets, though. He played his first season with Bellingham, and then 2 with the Bend Elks. Swung on and missed, and it's 2-2. He went 5 for 20 against the Bears in 6 games when he was with the Elks in 2023. Drove in 4 runs, scored 3 times, walked 4. 2-2 inside, and it's another full count. Troy Sanders at first is going to get a bit of a head start now. 3-2 with 2 outs. Sweets now out hitting the Bears, but down 3. Now the payoff with 2 outs is low for ball 4. So now Comine is going to reach. That'll bring up Landon Young, who's having a very good game so far. Has 2 singles. Ended up scoring the only run of the day for the Sweets back in the 5th inning. Has 2 on with 2 outs. First pitch from Fawcett is going to get past Holt, and taking the extra 90 is Comine and Sanders.
Just like that, a base hit from Landon Young could score 1, maybe even 2.
Well, the Black Bears have Gotten bitten by those pass balls, wild pitches by Fawcett so far. Could still get out of it, but one more of those could score Sanders from third. And it's a dangerous hitter in Young, who's already got 2 hits on the day. It's a grounder up the middle, ranging is Orem. Throw on to first on a couple hops is not in time. As Troy Sanders comes in to score. Landon Young, a infield single. Orem's throw maybe just a bit too short on 3 hops. And a run comes in, it's 4-2. Landon Young now 3 for 4 on the day. That'll bring up Dominic Cadiz with runners at the corners and 2 outs. Tying run on first now with 2 outs. Cadiz is 0 for 3, has reached on an error twice, though. Both of the Crane errors have been with Crane at third, and now he makes the play at first. Well, you're not going to reach on an error from Crane 3 times, as that's a 5-3 for all 3 outs, but a run comes in for the Sweets. It is 4-2, heading to the bottom of the 6th.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
Weather Guard.
Well, Thursday, July 24th is a very action-packed night at David Story Field. Black Bears play their final game against the Ridgefield Raptors, trying to take the Columbia River Cup. Bring the kids for the annual Dash for Cash event presented by Heritage Bank. All kids 12 and under get to go on the field to pick up their share of $1,000 cash. And also stick around after the game for our first ever drone show presented by Pacific Tech Construction and Western Fabrication. A drone show sounds kind of fun. Thursday, July 24th, 6:35 p.m., David Story Field. Now, if you didn't get it the first time, Thursday, July 24th, 6:35 p.m., David Story Field. I'm only going to say it twice. Thursday, July 24th, 6:35, David Story Field. Oh, I'll say it 3 times. New pitcher is Aiden Rady. Aiden Rady comes into the game for Isaac Hollum, who finished with 5 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, no walks, and 3 strikeouts. Jeremiah Crane leads it off. It'll be Crane, Orem, and Meissner, the top 3. In the bottom of the 6th, the Black Bears now only up 2 after the 1 run coming in the top of the 6th. First pitch to Crane is in there for strike 1. 0-1 ripped over to second and caught by Sanders. He'll throw on to first for out number 1. Rady pitched 3 1/3 scoreless against Bend in his last outing. Giving up 3 hits, no walks, and striking out 4. So he had a good outing. That is his last 3 outings before that. He's given up 10 earned runs against Portland in 2 outings of 7 1/3 innings. On June the 10th against Portland, he gave up 7 earned runs on 6 hits and 3 1/3, as that's outside for ball 1. 1-0, shows bunt, pulls it back, and it's called strike 1. Orem is 0 for 2 today. 2 runs on 7 hits, 2 errors, 4 runs on 5 hits, 3 errors for the Bears. So that's low and away for ball 2. Aiden Rady from George Fox junior season there in 2025. 6.18 ERA and 59 2/3. That's ripped into right field for a base hit. Braden Oram has himself a single. And now everybody, except for 3 guys in the starting lineup, has a base hit. The last 4 guys now have base hits as Oram, Meissner, Holt, and Braden Lundberg all have base hits. Speaking of Meissner, he is up now with a man on first and 1 out as he hit a single, stole second, and ended up coming around to score the first of 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th. Broke a 0-for-16 skid with that single and takes one away for ball 1. 1 for 2 as a fly out to center as well. That'll hit the zone for strike 1. Rady is a grunter when he pitches, apparently. Stand to 6'5", 205, and from DuPont, Washington, which is a bit east of Olympia. That is not in time. Well, Rady has been at George Fox his whole collegiate career. He's been getting some playing time this past 2 seasons, but freshman year only got 14 innings. 1-1 fouled back to the screen, and it's 1-2. Well, Rady, 19 strikeouts to only 6 walks, but has given up 27 hits. And now 28 after the single to Oram. 1-2. Chopper up the middle to Young. Tosses to second for 1. No throw to first as Meissner will reach on the fielder's choice. That'll bring up Holt. I feel like I say Holt more than I say Williams. But Williams is such a common last name. I feel like Holt is just, I feel like you just got to call him Holt. Holt has reached twice. Single, reached on an error by Cadiz, has scored twice, 2 of the 4 runs. First pitch, grounder over too short. It'll be Young, sliding grab, throw on to first is going to get past Kern as he gets off the bag. And it will be an infield single for Holt Williams, and he's now 2 for 3 on the day. As advancing to second is Meissner. That'll bring up Braden Lundberg, who hit an RBI double in his last at-bat. Ended up going all the way to the Dick Hanna Toyota sign out there in left center. Great diving attempt by Gunnar Guile, but he was not able to come up with it. Ended up leaving the game after an apparent injury. First pitch is a fastball down the middle for strike 1. Well, Lundberg is now 7 for 31 on the season. 0-1 grounder over to third. Cadiz will grab it. Throw on to first is scooped up by Kern. Nice play over at first by Tanner Kern, and that'll do it for the bottom of the 6th. We head to the top of the 7th, 4-2. Black Bears have the lead.
Dick Hanna Toyota is proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bears. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends and watch these talented baseball players. The folks over at Dick Hanna Toyota know a thing or two about nice. Dick Hanna has been around for over 75 years, and they're a local family-owned business with a tradition of supporting our community. Dick Hanna Toyota. Believe in nice.
Well, Saturday, July 26th is a Stein Glass giveaway. Thanks to our friends at the Odom Corporation, we'll be giving away Stein glasses to the first 100 fans 21 and older at the gates. Get here early and pick up your souvenir Stein glass. Black Bears are going to take on the Bend Elks. I'm going to say it again, 6:35 David Story Field. Black Bears Elks, Saturday, July 26th, Stein Glass giveaway. You got to be 21 and over, though. If you're not 21, we will have to confiscate your Stein Glass or just not give it to you in the first place. Chris Moreno is the new pitcher for the Black Bears. Moreno had a very solid last couple outings, as he's now in as the third pitcher of the day. Pitched 2 scoreless against Springfield, 2 hitless as well, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Against Portland on the first, he threw 2 1/3 scoreless, gave up a hit, walked 2, struck out 2. A very solid 4.62 ERA in 11 2/3. It'll be Tanner Kern, Owen Estabrook, Billy Scaldaferri, the top 3. In the top of the 7th inning, Black Bears up 2. Looking to keep this lead as the first pitch is going to miss high for ball 1. Moreno, Pacific Lutheran, junior year 2025 season. 7.36 ERA in 44 innings with the Lutes, and it's 2-0. Pacific Lutheran only finished 17-22, but they did beat Washington on March the 18th. D3 over D1 victory, and they've definitely not forgotten about that victory, as that is inside for ball 3. Moreno has 9 walks on the season, has walked 2 in his last 2 outings. This is his 7th game of the season. 3-0. That's one down the middle, and it's 3-1. Moreno, 6'3" from Newhall, California. 3-1. That is inside ball 4. So Tanner Kern will reach on the leadoff walk. And now everybody in the lineup has reached at least once. Kern now on first with nobody out. And the tying run in Owen Estabrook will step up to the plate for his 4th at-bat. He has a single, a walk, and a ground out to short in his 2 ABs, 2 registered ABs at least. First pitch is going to hit the zone for strike 1. Now both squads have 7 hits. Black Bears are up 4-2. 5 errors between these 2 squads as well. So some sloppy defense here at David Story Field. 0-1. Fly ball into right field. Poffenroth is under it, and he will make the grab for out number 1. So now Billy Scaldaferri will come up. 0 for 2 with a walk so far for Mr. Scaldaferri. Scaldaferri now. That's a hit in 4 straight games, and that's being threatened right now. Doesn't have a hit yet today. As that'll miss for ball 1, or was it strike 1? Scoreboard's saying 0-1. So the 0-1. Never mind the 1-0. Curveball will hit the zone, and it's 1-1. So it didn't matter either way. Either way, we got a ball and a strike. Kern on first, 0 for 2 on steals. Doesn't steal too much, but when he does, he gets caught, apparently. Though back to first is not in time. Well, the 2 times that Kern got caught stealing was actually in his last game back on the 5th on Saturday against Yakima. And the first time he got caught was against Northwest Star Nighthawks. As that's outside, and it'll hit the zone for strike 2. Speaking of the Nighthawks, the Black Bears are going to play the Nighthawks starting on Friday and Saturday. We're going to have a rare Sunday off day, which is going to be weird, and then we have 2 games on Monday. Fouled back, and it stays at 1-2. Well, the Black Bears have an interesting schedule coming up. 2 games against Ridgefield, and then a 2-day All-Star break, and then a game Thursday against Ridgefield. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Chris Moreno, his first strikeout of the day. That is 5 strikeouts for Black Bears pitching. And now it is 2 outs, which will bring up Nikhil Beasley. This is a Black Bears lineup that doesn't strike out that many batters. First pitch is going to hit the zone on the inside edge for strike 1. And the Black Bears are 17th out of 17 teams in strikeouts on the pitching side. They also don't strike out too much on the offensive side, 15th in the league in strikeouts offensively. That will hit the zone for strike 2. Beasley has a double in the second, but since then has flew out to Priest in center and grounded out to Crane at third. 0-2. That'll miss low for ball 1. Beasley, after the leadoff walk, the flyout from Estabrook and the strikeout of Scaldaferri. Now the 0-2, grounder up the middle, over to Lundberg. He'll dive, throw on to first, in time. Great play by Braden Lundberg. He's been a stud defensively so far today, as that'll do it for the top of the 7th. It's time to stretch here at David Story Field. Black Bears lead it 4-2.
Hey there, everyone. It's me, the voice of summer. And I'm here to talk to you about the Seize the Debit Summer Sweepstakes by Fiber Federal Credit Union. It's good, clean fun in the sun where some lucky member could win bigger than a giant wave off Maui. So roll out the blanket, put some surf tunes on, and use your Fiber debit card to catch your share of our $9,000 plus prize wave. Every time you use your Fiber debit card for a purchase of $5 or more, you'll be entered into our Seize the Debit Summer Sweepstakes. Like the sea, you know, with water and swimsuits. 3 Fiber family members each week will win $100, and 1 member will win the $5,000 grand prize October 1st. Whew, I'm getting dizzy just thinking about all the cha-chaing I can do with that moolah. Visit fibercu.com/sweepstakes for the official rules, and cowabunga if you must. Fiber Federal Credit Union. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union. Odds of winning depend on number of entries received. No purchase necessary to win. Federally insured by NCUA.
Well, hopefully everyone stretched, because you know what happened to the last guy that didn't stretch? You don't want to know. Bottom 7, and Aiden Rady's back out there for another inning. He'll be facing off against Mr. Matt Priest to lead it off, and then Finn Stewart and Jarrett Sable. Top 3 in the order in the bottom of the 7th. Black Bears have been doing a good job of minimizing the offense, as they've been doing pretty much the past 3 games. It's been a whole different team, honestly, these past 4 games, but in the best way possible, as they're 6 outs away from winning 4 straight for the first time this season. Matt Priest leads it off against Rady. Priest is 0 for 3, but has an RBI and has reached on an error over at third. Fouled off at the first pitch for strike 1. Well, let's take a look at the probables for tomorrow's game. It'll be Alex Jennings facing off against Dylan Henson. Grounder over to short. It'll be Landon Young. Long throw from deep short, and not in time. Matt Priest uses his speed to beat it out, and he's got an infield single. Well, Kobe Waddle is going to have a chat. While they're having a little chat, let's take a look at the scores in the West Coast League. The Raptors are beating the Corvallis Knights at the Rourke 7-6. Another 7-6 game. The Drifters are beating the Pippin 7-6 in the 6th. Of course, this game 4-2. Elks are up on the Marion Berries 9-3 in the 6th. The Berries are looking really good in the second half, 5-1. And the Portland Pickles are not playing today. So if the Black Bears win and the Marion Berries lose, the Black Bears will be first in the West Coast League in the second half, which is crazy to say considering what happened in the first half. But I'm having fun. I'm having fun. Ball 1 to Finn Stewart. No, nothing else you can really say besides we're having fun out here. That's what summer ball is all about, ain't it? 1-0. Grounder over to short. Young tags the bag at second. Throw on to first. 4-2. A double play. Landon Young, after not being fast enough to get the throw to first, is able to get both of them anyways in a 6-3 double play. 2 outs now, bases empty, and it'll be Jarrett Sable. It'll bring up Sable, who's 1 for 3 on the day. Fouls one back, and it's 0-1. Single, ground out to second, and a strikeout. All came against Hollum. 0-1. Fouled off again. That one gets to the netting over the dugout of the Sweets, and it's 0-2. Well, Sable, after his strikeout, is now struck out 12 times on the year, but also has a hit in 4 straight now. So he's a big 3 true outcomes type of guy, you know. 0-2 will hit the zone for strike 3. Sable goes down for the second time. That's the first strikeout for Rady, and a 1-2-3 for Rady as we head to the 8th inning. It is 4-2. The Black Bears have the 2-run lead here at David Story Field.
You know what it takes to be successful. When you're ready for a bank that looks at the world like you do, bank outside the ordinary with Heritage Bank. Located here in Longview at 927 Commerce or online at heritagebanknw.com. That's heritagebanknw.com. Member FDIC.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Chris Moreno back out there as he'll take the 8th. Andrew Demianu, Troy Sanders, then the top of the lineup, and Hunter Comine. So I've learned that's how you pronounce it. Is going to be the top 3 in the top of the 8th. The Black Bears 6 outs away from taking game 1 and winning 4 straight. Doesn't that sound great? 4 straight. First pitch will hit the zone on the outside corner for strike 1. Demianu is 1 for 3 on the day, has 2 groundouts and a single back in the 4th. 0-1. That is low for ball 1. Sun setting here at David Story Field. I don't know if we're going to beat the sunsets we got in Portland. Those were crazy. I wish we were on the audio or the video broadcast then. They were amazing. Swung on and missed, and it's 1-2. I don't know what happened. Just those 2 days in Portland, we just got the most crazy sunsets ever. Hopefully it was able to be seen here as well. 1-2. Fly ball into left center. It'll be Finn Stewart calling off Priest and making the grab for out number 1. One down. That'll bring up Troy Sanders in the bottom of the lineup. He singled in the 6th. Came around to score the 2nd run of the day for the Sweets. But otherwise has 2 flyouts, so he's 1 for 3 on the day. First pitch from Chris Moreno is outside for ball 1. Well, if we take a look now, you don't want to have to do it, but in order to be first in the West Coast League in the second half, we're going to need Ridgefield to win. So we're going to be rooting for Ridgefield just for now. But then we play them 6 times, so we can root against them then. 1-1. That is in the dirt for ball 2.
Now, I didn't know this. Apparently in the summertime, it's so hot in cars that you have to be aware of the seatbelt buckle.
So now 2-1 with 1 out. Moreno trying to get through his second scoreless. It's gonna miss for ball 3. 50-50 call for home plate umpire Boucher. 3-1. Chopper over to third. Crane will run after it. Throw on to first on the run is in time for out number 2. Well, Jeremiah Crane is, since his 2 errors, has done a pretty good job over there at third at recovering nicely and making some good throws over to Meissner, his former Gaucho teammate at first. Hunter Comine. I apologize for saying Comine. It's Comine.
Hunter, the righty bat, take over for Gunnar Guile after going down in the 4th inning as the first pitch.
First pitch fouled off, and it's going to be another souvenir for the Black Bears bullpen, and it's 1-0. Ended up walking in his only at-bat, coming in as a pinch hitter for Gunnar Guile, who that's swung on and missed for strike 2. He dove into the warning track, maybe into the fence. He was able to stay into the game for the rest of the inning, but it's probably just getting the day off now because you don't want to make the injury any worse. That's hit into right field. Poffenroth runs after it. He'll make the grab for out number 3. Chris Moreno, another scoreless. This time a 1-2-3 as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Black Bears looking for some insurance. Up 4-2.
Join the Cowlitz Black Bears for a summer full of fun with $3 Tuesdays and kids and free Sundays. Every Tuesday home game, general admission tickets, hot dogs, nachos, and domestic canned beer are all just $3. Plus, every Sunday, kids 12 and under get free admission when accompanied by an adult thanks to Peace Help and the Daily News. Don't miss out on affordable family fun every Tuesday and Sunday with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Get your tickets today at cowlitzblackbears.com. Join the Black Bears for a night to remember on Thursday, July 24th. Bring the kids out to the ballpark for the always popular Dash for Cash, presented by
Cuatro de dos here in the bottom of the 8th inning. It'll be Poffenroth, Crane, and Orem, the top 3 in the bottom of the 8th. 4 runs, 8 hits, 3 errors for the Black Bears. 2 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors for the Walla Walla Sweets. Well, the Sweets have left 11 men on base, as they've had plenty of time to score, but just haven't been able to do it. Well, they have. Only twice, though. Not enough, I'll say. Not enough. Oh, 1-2-3 for Rady. He finishes with 2 innings, 3 hits, no earned runs, no walks, 1 strikeouts. As it'll now be Aiden to Aiden. Aiden Cube, the new pitcher for the Sweets. First pitch inside for ball 1 to Poff, who is 1 for 3, has a double, and 2 groundouts to Cadiz at third. Cube from Biola, ripped into left field, and it'll be caught out there by Scaldaferri for out number 1. So that will bring up Jeremiah Crane, who is 0 for 3 on the day. Now Crane 0 for 3. Looking to get his first hit. He is the only guy besides Finn Stewart that hasn't reached, but Finn Stewart has driven in a run with a sac fly. Crane takes ball 1 low from Cube. Cube has 22 hits, 12.10 ERA, 9 2/3. This is his 7th game of the season. That's fouled back to the boards, and it's 1-1. Cube possibly had his worst outing in his last outing back on the 26th of June against Portland. 1 2/3, gave up 7 earned runs on 6 hits. But other than that, is pitched pretty well against Cowlitz. Pitched in their first series, gave up no earned runs in 1 2/3 with 1 hit, 1 walk, and no strikeouts. 2-1 from Cube. Is in the dirt, ball 3. Cube has walked 8 guys this season. Has a walk in every one of his outings this season. Crane with Orm on deck. Orm got his first hit of the day last inning, as that'll miss for ball 4. Crane is now reached for the first time, and that's the first walk of the day for Sweets pitching. They have done a good job at avoiding walks, but errors have come back to bite them, as well as the 8 hits on the day. Braden Orem stands in, 1 for 3. As a single. In his last at-bat in the 6th, has a man on first and Crane with 1 out. Black Bears trying to get some insurance, as that is low for ball 1 on the fastball. 9 walks now on the season for Cube. From Rancho Cucamonga, California. Went to Los Osos High School, graduated there in 2024. That'll hit the zone for strike 1. Only pitched 11 1/3 at Biola this season, which is in La Mirada, California, a bit of a suburb of LA, so didn't go too far away from home to go to school. Has a teammate here as well, and Jacob Talbot. That is down the middle for strike 2. Had a 6.35 ERA. Pitched against Vanguard, which is Dylan Henson's school, as well as Josh Schleikart, who we have unfortunately seen a lot of this season. Runner goes, fouled off, and Crane will have to head back to first. 2.05 ERA, 41 innings in his senior season at Los Osos High School. Ended up going to the D2 Biola. As a man on first now, and after the walk to Crane. 1-2 again to Braden Orem. Ripped over left field line, but foul. Well, we had an 11-pitch at-bat in his second appearance in the 4th inning. 11 pitches between him and Hollum ended in a fly out to center field. It was a very good battle, and Orem, please, no more 11-inning battles. Just get a hit, man. Get a hit when it's 1-2. That's low, 2-2. That's six pitches. We're more than halfway there. Oh dear. 2-2. Another foul. That's 7. Oh. Well, Orem has now seen at least 25 pitches today. He just keeps on fouling pitches off, which, you know, good on him. He's trying to stay in this at-bat, but my goodness. 2-2. Fly ball fair, and it's into center field. Demianu, the defensive replacement for Guile, will make the grab for out number 2. Guile out of the game. Demianu in center, Komine in right. Second fly out to center for Orem. He's now 1 for 4 on the day, as that'll bring up Jack Meissner, who's reached twice. Hit a single, came around to score in the 5th, and has a fly out to center. Meissner does not have a multi-hit game yet this season. Has a chance at doing it here today. Possibly one more at bat. First pitch right back to Cube. He bobbles it, recovers. Throw on to first is in time for out number 3. We head to the top of the 9th. The Black Bears 3 outs away from winning 4 straight for the first time this season.
Join the Black Bears on Saturday, July 12th in a night to honor the brave men and women in our community with the special First Responders Jersey Auction presented by Steelscape. Fans will get to bid on these special edition game-worn jerseys, and the winning bidder will be invited onto the field for photos after the game. Each jersey will feature a patch representing one of the local law enforcement and fire agencies around Cowlitz County. 100% of the proceeds from the jersey auction will go toward Cowlitz County Habitat for Humanity. Get your tickets today at CowlitzBlackBears.com to be a part of this special event.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
Weather Guard.
Top 9. The pitcher to try and get the save is going to be Hayden Thompson. Thompson already has a save on the season. That came against Springfield back on Saturday. Could be the new closer for the Black Bears, as he would tie Markison with 2 saves each if he is to get out of this inning. And the Black Bears keeping the lead. Looks like we might see some movement between pinch hitting, but Landon Young is going to lead off. Colby Waterlow talking to home plate umpire Hudson Boucher about something. Not sure what it is, but Hayden Thompson still doing his warm-up pitches. Thompson, his last outing was that save against Springfield. 1 1/3 scoreless, hitless with 3 strikeouts. He dominated the Springfield lineup in that outing, but it'll be the bulk of the lineup for the Sweets to face off against Thompson and Landon Young, Dom Cadiz, and Tanner Kern. 2, 3, 4 guys in the lineup to lead off the top of the 9th. 3 outs away from 4 straight victories. Absolutely crazy how big of a turnaround this has been so far between half 1 and half 2. If they are to win this one, of course. But even this sweep of Springfield was very nice. This is a team that went 1-11 to start off at home in the first half, and now they're 3-0 at home in the second half. Which, it feels like a brand new team. But this is an offense that hasn't scored too much. They have that bottom of the 5th, which just they keep on doing it in the bottom of the 5th. And this is what happened on Saturday. They scored 5. They ended up winning 6-3, and now 4-2, as Colby Waterlow still having a conversation with Hudson Boucher regarding something of the matter. Not sure what it is. We don't get that information, unfortunately. Either way, top of the 9th, Landon Young is going to come in. He's 3 for 4 on the day, has 3 singles, came around to score in the 5th. Is very dangerous so far today. First pitch from Thompson is down the middle for strike 1. Thompson, keep on saying this, part of that undefeated LSU Shreveport team. Only pitched 5 2/3, but junior year with Shreveport. First, down the middle, and it's 0-2. This is Hayden Thompson's 6th game of the season. He has not pitched against Walla Walla quite yet. I think he joined after that series. 0-2. Outside, 1-2. Well, on Saturday, that was his first outing without allowing an earned run since his first outing in Corvallis back on the 19th. 1-2 way high, and it's 2-2. Release point wasn't quite there, and Counts evened up at 2 apiece. Now the 2-2 from Thompson. Outside 3-2. Already 4 walks for the Bears so far today. Only 1 on the side of the Sweets pitching staff, but they've given up the 4 runs. 3-2 pitch. Grounder over to short. Lundberg will scoop it up. Throw on to first in time for out number 1. 2 more. 2 more. It'll be Dom Cadiz, the new hitter. 0 for 4 has reached on 2 errors by Jeremiah Crane. For some reason, both of Crane's errors at third were off the bat of the other third baseman who's committed 2 errors in Cadiz. First pitch to Dom is outside for ball 1. Well, Cadiz played very well against the Black Bears in the first series, but has been a bit stifling so far. Has reached twice, but it was due to some sloppy defense. 1-0. Driven into left field, but it'll go foul. And it's 1-1. Cadiz hit .308 this season at Notre Dame High School, senior year in 2025. Of course, as mentioned, committed to UCLA. Going to be a Bruin next season. Going to be joining a team that went to Omaha this season. That's low for ball 2. And Cadiz will be one of the 3 guys, as well as Guile. Hopefully he's okay. He's going to be going to Bellingham as well, as that's fouled away, and it's 2-2. Cadiz will be going to Bellingham as well to play on the 16th. It's going to be a big crowd and a large audience online, as it'll be streamed on MLB.com, which is kind of crazy. 2-2. Gets a piece of it and fouls it back to the netting. It will stay at 2-2. Two and 2 still here with 1 out. In the top of the 9th, Black Bears up 2. That is in the dirt, and it's 3-2. Now it is a 3-2. That is low for ball 4. So Thompson loses Cadiz. He reaches for the 3rd time. He's on first now with 1 out. And the tying run now up to the plate in Tanner Kern. Well, Tanner Kern is 0 for 3 with a walk, but is always dangerous. The 3rd of 3 All-Stars. On the offensive side for the Sweets, as that's low for ball 1 on the fastball. Kern has 3 homers on the season. Not too many. We have not seen a lefty hit a home run here at David Story Field yet this season. The 1-0 is low for ball 2. Has gone 0 for 9 this season against Cowlitz, so is very good, hitting .325, but just seems to struggle against Cowlitz pitching. 2-0. Fouled back, and it's 2-1. Estabrook on deck. Didn't play for Sac State this year, didn't appear in a game. It was his freshman year and is now looking for a new home. 2-1. Grounder over to Orem at second. He'll toss to short for 1, and Lundberg drops it. Everybody's safe, and now the tying run is on first. A 4th error for the Black Bears, and that might be costly, as there's now 2 on with 1 out. Owen Estabrook now represents the go-ahead run in the 9th. He has a home run on the year. That came a couple weeks back, and now he's ready to face the first pitch from Thompson. That will hit the zone for strike 1. It's always the first game of the series, these back-to-back series. The first game has been very close. The first game ended 4-3. This game is possible to end 4-3, but many here at Davis Story Field would like it to just end 4-2. Fouled back, and it's 0-2 to Estabrook. He's got 8 strikeouts on the year. As a walk, grounder to short, a single and a fly out to right. He's been had a very off and on day so far today in the DH spot. Now the 0-2. Bit low, and it's 1-2. Now Billy Scaldaferri on deck. He hit the walk-off single in Game 1 against the Black Bears at Borleski Stadium. 1-2. That just misses outside on the fastball, and it's 2-2. Estabrook now 2 for 7 on the year against Cowlitz. Has a hit now in 4 straight after his single in the 4th. 2-2. That'll miss inside, ball 3. Walk would load the bases for Scaldaferri and put the tying run on second. Now the 3-2. Thompson needs this second out badly. Grounder over to Crane. It'll be foul. And it'll stay at 3-2. Estabrook from Santa Barbara went all the way across the country to Columbia in New York to play his freshman and sophomore seasons. And another 3-2 from Thompson. That'll get past Holt Williams, and it's ball 4. The bases are loaded with 1 out. 2 walks for Thompson, and that is now 6 on the day for Cowlitz pitching. The Black Bears are trying to avoid having any of these runs score with 1 out. And there's going to be a meeting at the mound between Dan Spencer, Holt Williams, and the infield as the Sweets are threatening here in the 9th. Black Bears still have a chance to bat in the bottom half, but they do not want to do that here in Game 1. Would be crucial here to get a second out here against Billy Scaldaferri. He's already come up with a clutch hit in this season series with the walk-off single in the bottom of the 10th. We'll see if he has another heroic moment in him against these Bears. Thompson trying to stop it, though. The first pitch from Hayden. Grounder over to Lundberg to second for 1, on to first for 2! It only took 1 pitch, and the Black Bears win Game 1 by a score of 4-2. For the first time this season, Cowlitz has won 4 straight games, and they improve to 4-1 to start off the second half. They finished with 4 runs on 8 hits with 4 errors. The Sweets finished with 2 runs on 7 hits with only 2 errors, as the Black Bears improved to 11-20 on the overall season, 4-1 in the second half. They'll look to take the series tomorrow at 6:35 on Wednesday here at David Story Field. Black Bears taking on the Sweets in Game 2. For everybody here at David Story Field, I'm Evan Patoka. We will see you tomorrow. The Black Bears on a 4-game winning streak.